one and only Mike Deconzo. Mike joining us in studio here at Studio 64. Mike, great to see you, brother.
Hey, boy, how we doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. Have a seat. How the hell are you?
I'm doing well.
So we got a lot of stuff going on in hockey news. That's very rare, really, because nobody cares. But talk to us. What's going on? Well, we had the Rangers get #1 draft pick last night.
I'll start off with that. #1 draft pick. Absolutely beautiful. Alexei Lafreniere. I think the kid is going to be great. I would compare him. He's not a Crosby. He's not an Ovechkin. But compared to all the #1 picks, I would say he's honestly going to be like a Steven Stamkos or John Tavares. The kid has a lot in his game. He grinds on the puck. He attacks the net. He's not afraid to throw his body around. He's not a small guy. He's a big guy.
So you're not going to compare him to Sidney Crosby, is what you said. Absolutely. But you're willing to compare him to other people of a higher caliber.
Was drafted in what? I think 2008 and Tavares 2009. The guys, had unbelievable careers so far.
No, listen, I hear you. I heard a stat yesterday, and because this is Nobody Cares Sports, I didn't write it down, right? Because we make up things as we go along here. But I heard something that he won like the equivalent to like an MVP trophy 2 seasons in a row in the league that he played in, and he was the first player to do that since Sidney Crosby.
The Quebec Oceanic League.
There you go. That sounds like it's a tough league.
Yeah, it is. Fucking tricky motherfucker.
Yeah, that was shady. I'll tell you what, their beer sucks up there too. Just lost our whole Canada contingent. But this is a guy that they're saying that he could be the next up-and-coming thing in the NHL, and he's going to be wearing a blue shirt on Broadway next season.
He's a really tremendous player, left wing. He's not going to be Panarin's the left wing, obviously, so he's not going to be playing on the same line as him. But he'll find probably on the second line. Who knows what's going to happen? But I think he's a really dynamic player, and he's a piece that they're missing for the team, honestly.
All right, because they don't score goals enough. That's their problem. So we're hoping for an offensive juggernaut. Now, in other news, King Henrique is going. He's gone.
He's gone, my friend. Honestly, I would like to say this. Last time I bashed King a little bit. I love the players. I was always upset that he never won a Stanley Cup for us. But you know what? He made the Rangers a competitive team for 15 seasons, the better part of 15 seasons. And, he made the team a fun team to watch. So always a class act. Never put his foot in his mouth. Highly competitive player, highly skilled player. 459 wins for the Rangers all time, 64 shutouts. So,
listen, absolute class act. Certainly took to Broadway with those lavish outfits that he wore into the locker room and stuff.
Bullshit and dick around with John McEnroe and the fucking cast of Waitress, whatever the fuck he's doing.
Now, look, these kids don't know, or maybe they should know, Mike Richter. Now, if you're going to compare careers, now I know Richter has a cup, and that's all that matters. But when you look at really goaltender to goaltender, is Lundqvist one of the best goaltenders to ever put on the Rangers pads?
Absolutely, he was. And he always remembered as a great player for the Rangers. But my man Richter, he won a cup. I don't have the Richter jersey on. I have the Mets jersey on today. The one good thing a ex-girlfriend has ever gotten for me is this jersey.
That's an ex-girlfriend gift?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
But you know what? I still got to rock it. I don't give a shit. One good thing. I think he's fucking wasn't on.
That's how we lose another sponsor. P.S. If you have been injured by your ex-girlfriend off your premises, please call our new sponsor, the law firm of Tracey and Stilwell. Of course, if it happened on your own property, in the words of Joe Pesci and my cousin Vinny, shit. I tell you what, moving on, we'll talk a little bit about the New York Islanders, right? That's the other team here in New York, technically. I mean, we got to cover all sports. A lot of people might not know this, but Mike is actually a Rangers fan that doubles as a hockey insider. He has no hatred or malice towards the team formerly of Nassau County. Isn't that right, Mike?
I will correct you. I absolutely cannot stand the Islanders.
There we go.
Here we go.
The Islanders. I bashed them a little bit too hard last time.
Mm-hmm.
But the word is that they're actually be going back to the Coliseum if the season happens this year. There was a lot of problems with leases there. They were supposed to split the season between the Barclays, but now they worked it out, and they're going to play there if the season happens, which is, I think it will. Fans are not. And I mean, they're doing renovations on Nassau Coliseum. I don't even know why. In my opinion, the place is a fucking complete fucking shithole dump.
And
It's
again, there are people that watch this show that are Islanders fans that are having a hard time right now. And, you know, we get enough hate mail as is, so I can assure you that
it's like putting a silk hat on a pig.
Very
I went to a game there one time.
You told me.
What a dump. I had to take 3 showers by the time I came home. I saw a concert there. I felt disgusting. I mean,
yeah, I thought
like
that you were going to take it easy tonight. I was told that you would be on good behavior. He's not drinking. He's driving. And here we are teeing off on the Islanders. But, you know, thank God Joe Nugent's not in studio tonight, am I right? That guy's the biggest Islanders fan that's ever been chased out of Studio 64.
But good news for the Islanders.
Good news for the Islanders. All right, here we go.
Supposedly, they're moving into a new stadium in Belmont next year, and it looks like it's on track for that stadium to be completed, and it'll be a new home for those guys. So all the Islanders fans.
Well, there you go. Maybe they'll finally play in a building where there's supposed to be hockey, right? Yeah. Because it's definitely not supposed to be Nassau Coliseum. I mean, I saw Jay-Z in the last row there, and I was scared for my life, not because of the concert, but because of the architecture of Nassau Coliseum.
Catch up tights now, please. This is disgusting.
There we are. Also, he's not the best in the business for nothing, folks.
A couple fireworks and stick of dynamite. I would take the place to the ground myself if I had the chance, but that's neither here nor there, my friend.
Well, listen up. Moving forward, you know the New York Rangers are going to be in the mix. Who's their goaltender next year? Because that kid they had last year, Igor, just wasn't consistent enough for them all season, especially in a pandemic year.
No, he's gonna be number 1. Georgiev is probably gonna be number 2. Georgiev is gonna be number 2. Igor Shesterkin, the prince, the big prince, the little prince, whatever we call him.
Who's who? Whose names are you saying here? Igor Shesterkin is he's the goaltender from last year.
Yes, and he's gonna be number 1. Shesterkin, yes.
Chicken or turkey? It sounds like you're saying fast.
Yeah. He's a cocky little bastard, but he has some skills. If he can become a little more humble, you know, rein in a little bit, I think he's gonna be a great contender, honestly.
So damn handsome, and I'll tell you, your reports, bar none in the business, best around.
Yeah, but also you hear about the slippery bastard Lundqvist about to ink a deal with the Capitals this week.
Get the hell out of town! Is that really happening?
Yeah, I think Friday he's actually gonna be signing a deal with them. I heard that Holtby is gonna walk. They're gonna let him walk. It's a free agency year. Saspinall, whatever the fuck his name is, I heard he's gonna be number 1, and they want Lundqvist as number 2.
Lundqvist to the Caps. Yeah. Say it ain't so. No, big shout out to your brother Frank out there watching. See him just tuned into the broadcast.
Frank's a great man.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, we're not gonna say you don't want to get fired and have your brother hired. I mean, that's not the way you want to do things around here. We like to keep our men handsome, but not too handsome. And I got to be honest, brother, tonight you're absolutely crushing it on the HD camera. Camera heads, 10 pounds. I'm your host, Danny Shanad. This has been your NHL Insider, Mike. Mike, anything you want to say, some final bidding words of wisdom before you get out of here?
Take care. Brush your hair, motherfuckers.
And there we go. Another sponsor lost. Great job, Mike. Always a pleasure. That is